My beloved child, in the stillness of heaven this very morning, a secret meeting was held, and the walls of eternity leaned closer to hear your name spoken. The golden doors of the throne room opened and angels entered one by one, carrying scrolls of light. At the center of that circle stood Archangel Michael, his sword lowered, his voice trembling with power as he spoke about you. This was not an ordinary gathering, it was a divine council, a holy conversation where your future was placed like a crown on the table of destiny. Heaven does not call meetings without purpose, and this one was for you, chosen soul. Stay with me till the end, for every sentence you hear now is a piece of that heavenly scroll being unsealed. Precious soul, Michael declared before all the angels, today is the day their story shifts. Your struggles, your prayers, even your hidden tears were presented as evidence before the King of Glory. Heaven listened. Heaven nodded. Heaven approved. You are not forgotten, you are not invisible, you are not lost in the crowd. A new chapter has been carved in light with your name engraved on it, and angels have been assigned to bring it to pass. Listen closely, don't skip this, because what heaven has written about you today will not fade, it will chase you until it is fulfilled. Beloved, do you know why this message reached you? Because Archangel Michael insisted your eyes must see it. He said, they must not miss this hour. The fragrance of that meeting is still fresh, and the angels are carrying the aroma to your life. Doors that were closed are trembling at the touch of Michael's wings. Paths that looked impossible are being cleared even now. What was hidden in shadows is being exposed to the light, and what was delayed is being accelerated. Heaven is aligning itself for you. If you are hearing this, it means the heavens above have bent low to whisper, this is your time. Child of destiny, hold these words deep. Don't scroll, don't run away, because something greater is about to be revealed in the next moment. Heaven never speaks half-truths, it speaks in fullness. You are being invited into the fullness of this revelation. If your heart is awake right now, type Amen in your spirit, share this message with someone you love, and subscribe so you never miss the sound of heaven when it calls your name again. Stay until the very end, because the next part will open more of what Archangel Michael said about you in that secret meeting. Listen carefully, chosen soul, because what I'm about to share is not a story, it is the continuation of heaven's own conversation about you. When Archangel Michael stood before the heavenly assembly, the silence was so deep that even the stars leaned closer to hear. He raised his hand, and a scroll of fire appeared, glowing with words written by God's own breath. On that scroll was your name, shining brighter than gold, and Michael said, this one must not miss their appointed time. Their breakthrough is ready. Imagine this, an entire council of angels, cherubim, and seraphim all turning their gaze toward your destiny. That's how important you are. Don't leave, don't skip, because the next lines I'm about to reveal are the very heartbeat of heaven. Precious one, as Michael unrolled that scroll, your life was read aloud before eternity itself. Every hidden prayer, every moment you thought was unseen, every tear shed in silence, it was all recorded. And the voice of God declared, I have not forgotten. I have prepared abundance, healing, and restoration for this soul. The angels began to sing, and their song was not general, it carried the melody of your future. You may not hear it with your ears right now, but your spirit is already vibrating with it. This is why you feel drawn to stay with this message, it is a piece of heaven wrapping itself around you like a cloak. My beloved, Archangel Michael lifted his sword and touched it against the scroll as a seal. That seal was not a lock, it was a release. The moment his sword touched the words written about you, light burst forth, and angels were dispatched with assignments directly connected to your destiny. Even now, unseen forces are moving in your favor. Opportunities that seemed impossible are being repositioned to find you. People who carry blessings for you are being stirred in their hearts to remember your name. You are not watching this by chance, you are here because you are part of what was announced in heaven's secret meeting today. Stay with me till the end, because every second is unfolding like another page of that divine scroll. If this message is already touching your spirit, share it so others may feel the same flame, and subscribe so you never miss when heaven speaks again. Don't move, don't scroll, because in the next part, I will reveal what God Himself whispered in that meeting about your future. And trust me, it will leave you speechless. Hear me now, beloved soul, for what unfolded next in that heavenly meeting was beyond imagination. When the scroll of your life was opened and the angels sang, suddenly a voice stronger than all creation filled the room. It was the voice of God Himself. The entire assembly bowed low, the stars in their courses paused, and silence wrapped heaven like a robe. Then God spoke one line that carried the weight of eternity: "This child's season of waiting has ended." Can you feel it? These are not ordinary words, they are decrees that shift the entire atmosphere of your destiny. Don't move away, stay with me till the end, because more is about to be unveiled. Chosen heart, when God spoke that sentence, Michael raised his sword high, and it blazed like lightning. The council of angels cheered with thunder, for they understood what it meant: chains have been broken, doors have been opened, and a new chapter has begun for you. You may not see it in the natural yet, but heaven has already declared it in the supernatural. And when heaven declares, earth must align. That is why you are listening right now, not by chance, but because the words spoken in that meeting are chasing you down like waves of glory. Precious one, the Almighty continued, I will not let this one miss their blessing. I will not let their enemies triumph. I will crown them with joy and surround them with favor. These are not general promises, they are targeted decrees released with your name written on them in heavenly ink. Every angel in that meeting nodded in agreement, and assignments were distributed, assignments that are now unfolding in your life at this very moment. Your tomorrow has already been rearranged by today's meeting in heaven. Stay close, don't scroll, don't look away, because the deeper we go, the more your heart will feel the fire of this truth. If this message is lighting something inside you, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and subscribe so that every time heaven speaks, you are the first to receive the sound. Remain with me until the end, for in the next part, I will reveal what Michael personally promised on your behalf before the throne of God. Beloved child, lean in closely, because at this point in the heavenly meeting, Archangel Michael himself stepped forward with fire in his eyes and compassion in his voice. He placed his hand on his sword and declared before the throne, I will not allow this one to walk alone. I will stand guard over their path, I will fight for them, I will protect what belongs to them. The entire hall of heaven erupted in agreement. Imagine this, the mightiest warrior angel, the leader of heaven's armies, making a personal vow about you in the presence of God. How can you not hold your breath at such a moment? Stay with me till the end, because more is still being revealed. Precious soul, Michael went on to say, every battle they faced, every tear they shed, every disappointment that tried to break them, I saw it all. And today, I draw a line. No more delay, no more loss. Their appointed blessing will reach them. His words carried thunder, but also tenderness, because his fight is not just with power, it is with love. He spoke of you like a guardian speaks of a child, like a brother who refuses to let harm come near. Right there in that meeting, your life was wrapped in angelic covering. And from that moment, the verdict was sealed, you will not be the same again. My beloved, heaven's council responded to Michael's vow with light. Angels clapped their wings, filling the air with sparks that looked like diamonds falling from the sky. And every spark represented a promise now active in your life. Promises of provision, of joy, of divine connections, of doors opening exactly when you need them. These sparks are not symbolic only, they are assignments moving toward you right now. This is why you must not skip, why you must stay till the very end, because you are literally stepping into what heaven arranged today. Precious one, let these words find a home in your spirit. If your heart feels this confirmation, share this message so others can be touched too, and subscribe so that the voice of heaven continues to reach you without fail. Stay, remain with me, because in the next part one will unveil what God answered back to Michael after his vow, and that reply carries the greatest secret of this meeting. Beloved soul, let me take you deeper into that sacred moment, because what happened next shook the very pillars of heaven. After Archangel Michael declared his vow over your life, the Almighty himself leaned forward from his throne. The light of his presence covered the entire assembly, and his voice, more powerful than oceans, yet tender as a whisper of love, filled the atmosphere. He said, "Michael, your vow is heard, and I agree. What you have promised, I now seal with my authority." Just imagine, God himself confirming a promise made about you. This was no small declaration, it was the Creator of all things stamping his approval over your future. Stay with me until the very end, because the next lines carry the fire of heaven itself. Chosen one, when the Lord spoke, his words did not simply vanish into the air, they became living commands. His breath turned into rivers of favor, flowing into the earth with your name marked upon them. He declared, "I will restore what was lost. I will multiply what was stolen. I will lift them where they cannot lift themselves." The angels bowed, and their wings shimmered with radiant light as if the very promises of God were etched into their feathers. Every decree was not just spoken, it was assigned. Assigned to your life, to your family, to your destiny. Even now, those decrees are finding you. Precious heart, the room of heaven became alive with a sound no human ear has ever fully heard. It was the sound of destiny being birthed, of prayers being answered, of time being rewritten in your favor. Michael stood tall, his eyes filled with gratitude, for he knew your life was now secured in a way no power on earth could undo. And you, yes you, are the reason this meeting was called today. You were the subject of the Almighty's decree, and every angel left with a clear assignment, to ensure his words over you come alive. Beloved child, don't take this lightly. Stay with me, don't scroll away, for each word is unlocking another layer of heaven's decision. If your spirit is already trembling with confirmation, share this message so that others may be touched, and subscribe so you never miss the sound of God's voice over your life again. Remain with me until the end, because in the next part 1 will reveal what gift God placed in Michael's hand to be delivered straight into your life. Precious child, hear this with the deepest part of your soul, because what unfolded next in that secret heaven meeting was breathtaking. After God sealed Michael's vow with his own authority, the Almighty stretched out his hand and placed something radiant into Michael's palms. It was not an object of gold or silver, but a gift glowing with eternal light. The angels whispered to one another, for they recognized it instantly, it was a key of divine release. This key was forged in the fire of God's promise, designed to unlock doors that no human effort could ever open. And beloved, this key has your name engraved upon it. Stay with me till the end, because every second of this revelation is opening more in your life right now. Beloved soul, Archangel Michael lifted the key high, and beams of light shot out in every direction, each one piercing through barriers that had been standing against you. In that very moment, walls that looked immovable began to crumble in the spiritual realm. The angels clapped their wings and cried aloud, "It is done. It is released." For they understood that this was not just a symbol, it was an action. This key was given for you, to unlock blessings, opportunities, and miracles that had been waiting in silence. Can you feel it? Even as you listen, something inside of you knows that gates are swinging open. My beloved, Michael stepped closer to the throne and said, "Lord, I will carry this to them myself. I will not allow anyone to steal or delay what belongs to them." And heaven nodded in agreement. Imagine this, the mightiest warrior angel in all creation personally carrying the key of your release. Beloved heart, stay close because what I am about to tell you is the secret every angel leaned in to hear. When the key of heaven was placed in Michael's hand, the throne of God glowed brighter, and a hidden door appeared in the midst of the meeting. This was not an ordinary door, it was a treasure vault of eternity. As it opened, beams of golden light poured out, and inside were blessings that had been kept safe with your name written on them. These treasures were not random, they were the answers to your prayers, the rewards for your endurance, the promises meant only for you. Don't move, don't scroll, because every word right now is another lock opening before your eyes. Precious one, the angels gasped when they saw what was inside. They saw peace where you once felt storms. They saw love where you once felt abandonment. They saw abundance where you once knew lack. And then Michael turned to the throne and said, I will carry these treasures to them with my own wings. Instantly, the room shook with joy. The heavenly council clapped their hands, and streams of light began to flow toward the earth, tracing a path directly into your life. That is why you feel this message pulling at your spirit. It is the confirmation that the treasure vault of heaven has been opened in your favor today. Beloved child, understand this. The treasure is not only material wealth, it is also healing for your heart, restoration for your family, wisdom for your decisions, and strength for your journey. These are riches that cannot be stolen, and now they are on their way to you. You are not standing outside anymore, you have been given the key, and the vault has been opened. The angels know it, heaven knows it, and now you know it. Stay with me till the very end, for this is only the unfolding of something much bigger. If your spirit is alive with these words, share this message with someone who needs hope, and subscribe so that you are always first to receive the voice of heaven when it speaks. Don't scroll away, because in the next part 1 will reveal the one special instruction God gave Michael about how these treasures will reach you. And that instruction could change everything. Beloved soul, lean closer, because this is the moment everyone in heaven was waiting for. When the treasure vault opened and the blessings with your name glowed in light, God Himself gave one final instruction to Archangel Michael. The Almighty said, Michael, these treasures will not fall into their life by accident. Carry them carefully, but only release them when their heart is ready to believe. Do you hear that? Heaven has already assigned blessings for you, but faith is the doorway through which they enter. And today, by listening, by staying, by opening your heart, you are proving to heaven that you are ready. Stay with me till the end, for the unfolding is just beginning. Precious one, Michael bowed his head before the throne and replied, Lord, I will watch over them until their heart is prepared. I will whisper courage into their spirit, I will stir hope into their nights, I will remind them daily that the vault of heaven is waiting for them. And in that instant, your life was marked with divine guidance. That is why you are hearing this right now. It is Michael fulfilling his vow, speaking through the winds of eternity so that you cannot miss this hour. My beloved, the instruction was simple yet powerful. The treasures are not delayed, they are preserved. Preserved for the exact moment you are ready to step into them without fear. This is why God's timing is always perfect. Every blessing, every answered prayer, every open door, it will come not one day late, not one moment too soon, but at the divine second chosen for you. Heaven never wastes a gift, and you are about to see that every hidden delay was secretly a preservation of greatness. Child of light, don't let go of this truth. Stay right here with me, for in the next part 1 will reveal what happened when Michael lifted that key and walked out of the heavenly meeting, because his very first step carried a message directly for you. If this message is already touching your heart, share it with someone who needs hope today, and subscribe so the voice of heaven continues to flow into your life without end. Beloved heart, let me take you to that powerful moment when the heavenly meeting ended. The angels folded their wings, the scrolls were sealed, and the throne room was filled with golden silence. Then Archangel Michael stepped forward, holding the radiant key of light in his hand, and walked out with purpose. His very first step echoed like thunder across eternity, and do you know what those echoes carried? Your name. Every stride he took was not random, it was directed toward your life, because his mission is now to deliver heaven's decree straight to you. Stay with me, don't scroll, because this next revelation is for you alone. Precious soul, as Michael descended from the throne room, a host of angels followed him. Each one carried a piece of the treasure released in your favor. One carried joy, another carried peace, another carried opportunity, another carried healing, and still another carried divine connections that will shift your journey forever. Together they moved like a river of fire flowing from heaven to earth, and at the very front was Michael, declaring, "This child will not miss what has been prepared for them." Can you feel the weight of that promise? Heaven is literally in motion toward you. My beloved, the very atmosphere responded as Michael began his journey. The stars twinkled brighter, the winds shifted course, and the earth itself prepared to align with heaven's decision. This is why certain things in your life have begun to feel different, why you sense change approaching even without words. It is because Michael's footsteps are drawing near. The closer he comes, the more your reality bends to match heaven's decree. And soon, the unseen will become visible right before your eyes. Child of destiny, don't step away from this moment. If these words are sparking hope inside you, share this message with someone you love, and subscribe so you never miss another divine whisper sent from heaven to your heart. Stay with me until the end, because in the next part 1 will reveal the first message Michael speaks as he arrives closer to your life, a message meant to prepare you for what is about to unfold. Beloved soul, as Archangel Michael drew closer to the earth carrying the key of light, he paused for a moment in the heavens and spoke words that shook through every realm. His voice was both thunder and melody, and it was directed straight toward you. He said, "Child of promise, do not fear, your time has come. The doors that resisted you are already trembling at my approach. The blessings sealed for you are about to touch your hands. I am near, and I will not leave until what was spoken in the throne room becomes reality in your life. Stay with me, don't scroll, for every word is a step closer to your breakthrough." Precious one, when Michael released that declaration, the angels surrounding him repeated it like a chorus, their voices weaving a song across the skies. That song is still moving, even now, circling the earth, searching for you, and it has found you here in this very moment. This is why you are hearing these words. It is heaven's melody guiding you to recognize what is unfolding. The first message from Michael is simple yet powerful: be ready. Ready to receive, ready to walk through doors, ready to carry the treasure of heaven with confidence and faith. My beloved, as those words traveled, creation itself responded. The winds shifted in your direction, time bent to divine alignment, and opportunities began stirring in hidden places. You may have thought nothing was changing, but heaven has been working in silence. Michael's first message is not just encouragement, it is a command to everything around you to align with your destiny. From this moment forward, you are walking under the sound of a heavenly decree. Dearest heart, let these words stay alive inside you. If this message already feels like confirmation in your spirit, share it with someone who needs light today, and subscribe so that you remain connected every time heaven speaks again. Don't move away, stay until the end, because in the next part 1 will reveal the second message Michael carries, a personal secret whispered only for you in the heavenly meeting. Beloved child, lean even closer, for Michael's second message was not spoken to the heavens at large, it was whispered like a secret meant only for you. His voice lowered, yet every word carried the weight of eternity. He said, "You are not behind. You are not forgotten. Every delay was a preparation, every silence was a building, every waiting moment was a polishing of your spirit. Now is the hour when everything hidden will be revealed in your favor. Stay here, don't scroll, because this is the secret that heaven insisted you must hear." Precious one, as Michael whispered these words, the angels leaned in, for they understood that not every soul receives such an intimate decree. His secret message is this: the time you thought you lost is being restored. Opportunities you felt slipped away are circling back. The very years you thought had been wasted are being repaid with interest in joy, peace, and abundance. Heaven has written a divine reversal into your story, and Michael carries it like a torch through the skies to light your path. Beloved heart, the weight of this message is so personal that Michael sealed it with a gesture of protection. He drew a circle of fire in the air, and within that circle was your name, glowing in light. That circle means that what is yours cannot be stolen, what is promised cannot be undone, and what is destined cannot be erased. Heaven has secured your portion, and Michael himself has pledged to guard it. My beloved, let your spirit rise with this truth. If your heart is already feeling this confirmation, share it so that another soul may be lifted, and subscribe so that you never miss the sound of heaven when it calls you again. Stay until the very end, for in the next part one will reveal what the angels themselves began to sing after Michael's secret message, and that song carries your future inside its melody. Beloved soul, hear me now, for after Michael whispered that secret meant only for you, the angels could no longer keep silent. Suddenly, a song rose from their lips, a melody woven with light itself. It was not an ordinary song, it was the song of your future. Every note carried a promise, every harmony carried a prophecy. And the angels sang in unison, "Rise, chosen one, for the path ahead is filled with favor. Walk boldly, for heaven has already gone before you. Stay with me, don't scroll away, because every word of that melody is wrapping itself around your destiny." Precious one, their voices shook the heavens. The song revealed pictures, visions of doors opening in unexpected places, of relationships healed, of abundance flowing like rivers, of laughter returning to your house. The angels did not sing about despair, they sang about victory. They did not sing about loss, they sang about restoration. And every line of their song was branded with your name. You were the subject of heaven's music today. Can you imagine it? An entire choir of angels filling the throne room with sound, just to declare what your tomorrow will look like. Beloved heart, Michael lifted his hand during their song, and light burst forth, sealing every lyric into reality. What the angels sang is not a dream, it is a decree. Their chorus has already been set in motion, and creation itself is responding to their melody. This is why you feel drawn to this message as if something larger is pulling you in. It's because the echo of that song has found you right here, right now. My beloved, don't underestimate what heaven just released. If this message is stirring your spirit, share it so others may hear the same heavenly melody, and subscribe so you are never far from the voice of heaven again. Stay close with me, because in the next part one will reveal the final line of the angel's song, and that line is the key that will unlock everything God has prepared for you. Beloved heart, lean closer, for now I will reveal the final hidden line of the angel's song. As their voices rose higher and higher, the last words echoed through the throne room with power that shook eternity itself. They sang, "What belongs to them will find them, what was lost will return, and what was promised will stand forever." Can you feel the weight of those words? This was not poetry, this was prophecy, and heaven has already sealed it over your life. Don't look away, don't scroll, because this line is the very key that unlocks your future. Precious soul, when that final line was sung, a silence fell. And in that silence, God himself nodded, his light covering the entire room. The angels bowed, Michael lifted the key of light, and the decree was complete. That last line means that no matter how far your blessing may seem, it is already finding its way back to you. What you thought was gone forever is not lost, it is returning, stronger, brighter, multiplied. And what God promised about your life can never be cancelled, it stands firm like mountains that cannot be moved. Beloved one, as those words settled into eternity, Michael turned with fire in his eyes, for he knew his mission was clear. His steps from that meeting are carrying that final decree straight into your life. This is why you are here, why you are listening, why your spirit feels this pull. It is because the angel's final song has reached you in this very moment. You are hearing the echo of heaven's decree over your own life. My beloved, hold this truth deep in your heart. If you feel this confirmation burning inside you, share this message so someone else can be lifted, and subscribe so you never miss when heaven releases another whisper over your name. Stay with me, for in the next part one will reveal what Michael will do with that decree once he arrives fully into your life, and that revelation is the beginning of transformation you've been waiting for. Beloved soul, open your heart wide now, because this is the moment when Archangel Michael steps fully into your life carrying the decree of heaven. The instant he arrives, the atmosphere around you begins to shift. Old burdens feel lighter, doors that seemed heavy begin to move, and a sense of divine alignment fills the air. Michael does not come quietly, his arrival shakes the unseen world, and everything that once resisted you must bow. Stay with me, don't scroll, because what I reveal now is the turning point of your destiny. Precious one, as Michael lands near you, he lifts the key of light that was given by God and places it directly over your path. The ground beneath responds as if recognizing authority. Locked gates start trembling, invisible chains snap, and forgotten opportunities rise again like flowers blooming after a storm. Michael's arrival is not symbolic, it is the physical delivery of heaven's promise into your hands. Even now, while you hear these words, something in your spirit is stirring because his presence has drawn near. Beloved child, Michael speaks with a voice that carries both love and power. From this moment, you will not walk in circles. From this moment, every step you take will carry you closer to fulfillment. And as he declares this, angels surround you like a shield. They are carrying peace, strength, and provision, ensuring that nothing is wasted, nothing is delayed, and nothing can stop what has been released. His arrival marks the end of confusion and the beginning of clarity. My beloved, take this as your confirmation: heaven has already sent its champion into your life. If this message is resonating with you, share it with someone who needs light in their own path, and subscribe so that you are always connected to the voice of heaven when it calls. Stay with me, because in the next part 1 will reveal the exact moment Michael will hand you the key, and what happens when it finally rests in your hands will be greater than you imagine. Beloved heart, prepare yourself, because this is the moment heaven has been waiting for, the moment when Archangel Michael finally places the key of light into your hands. He steps forward, his wings shimmering with fire, his eyes filled with compassion and strength, and he holds out the key as if offering you your destiny itself. He whispers, "This belongs to you. It always has. Today, it is finally released. Stay right here, don't scroll, because what happens next will unfold like a sunrise over your entire life." Precious one, the moment that key touches your hand, waves of light flow through you. Suddenly, memories of past struggles begin to lose their weight, and the heaviness you carried for so long melts away. You feel as if every locked door you once stood before is now unlocking at once. The key is not metal, it is pure light, and as it rests in your palm, it begins to glow brighter, adjusting itself to your spirit. Heaven entrusted you with it because only you could carry it, only you could open what it was designed for. Beloved child, as you hold the key, angels around you bow, for they recognize what has been given. Michael raises his sword in salute and declares, "From this day, nothing withheld will remain hidden. Every treasure, every blessing, every breakthrough assigned to your name will open at your touch." And immediately, the atmosphere shifts, favor begins to flow, opportunities draw closer, hearts that were shut are softened, and paths that seemed impossible begin to clear before your eyes. My beloved, this is your confirmation: the key is in your hands, and heaven's decree is active. If you feel the weight of this moment touching your spirit, share this message so others can be lifted too, and subscribe so you never miss another heavenly revelation. Stay with me until the very end, because in the next part 1 will reveal the very first door this key will unlock for you, and that revelation will leave you in awe.